Fighters, today I am going to share some candid thoughts with you that I have on the importance of gross profit. And the way I'm going to do it today is I'm going to take some questions that we frequently get and I'm going to answer those questions. I think this will clear up a lot of the confusion that there is out there in the contracting world about the importance of raising your gross profit on your projects. Don't forget to share this with another contractor. Subscribe to the damn channel, by the way. Subscribe. A lot of you guys ain't subscribed. You're missing stuff that we're dropping each and every week that's going to help you get better. Now, before I start, I want to define your gross profit. Your gross profit is what's left over after you do a project, that dollar amount, and that's a percentage of the sale amount. So if it's a $10,000 project and it costs you $7,000 to do it, I think that's seven, right? $7,000 to do it. You got $3,000 left. That $3,000 is gross profit. That is 30% of the $10,000 for easy math. The use of the gross profit is what you have left over to pay the rest of the bills in the business, otherwise known as your overhead. That first $7,000 in our example pays for your field labor, your subs, your permits, your job materials, whatever you're stroking a check for to pay for the project, that's coming out of your pocket, and the remaining money is what you have left to pay for the business to exist and to hopefully make a net profit. A net profit is what's left after everything is paid, after all the field stuff is paid, the cost of goods. You got your gross profit, you pay all your overhead, and then whatever's left is your net profit. That net profit is your financial pat on the back for taking the risk of being a business owner, for the late nights, the early mornings, the stress that you carry. That money can be used for anything you want because you're already paid. You should already be paid out of the overhead money, your salary that you need to bring home. The first question that I want to address here is people will often message us and say, Tom, why don't you just focus on net profit? If what's left is what really matters, why don't you focus on that? And there's a couple reasons. The number one reason is that 95% of our audience here on The Fight does not know their numbers. They don't have a bookkeeper. They don't know what their cost of goods are. They don't know what their gross profit is. They don't even know what their overhead is. I frequently speak to groups. I get in front of groups of contractors. Hey, raise your hand if you know what your overhead is. And out of 100, maybe 5 hands will go up. Or if no hands go up, I'll go, or if somebody's hands go up, I'll say, okay, what's your overhead? Well, I think it's this. There's a lot of confusion around what your overhead is. And guys, this is just time in the game and intentionally working towards knowing your numbers. So this is one of the reasons, the first reason that I focus on gross profit. It's just easier to calculate right away. It's less confusing from a bookkeeping standpoint because you have real-time data. The other reason I focus on this is so many contractors talk about growing their business. They want to scale. I just got a message the other day from a guy who's moving from one state to another. And he's like, I got these big dreams where I want to scale my business and have 4 to 5 locations. You don't want to scale a turd. Not in agreement, right? Helmet tap. I agree. Next question I want to address. Tom, I don't have any work lined up. What should I do? Should I lower my prices to get work? This is a question that we get, and I've been in that situation. Maybe you're in that situation right now. In a situation like that, where I'm looking at the calendar and it's got cobwebs on it because I haven't written anything on the damn thing as far as scheduling projects, I'm going to do whatever I can do to fill that, make sure all my cost of goods are sold, and I have some money coming in. A lot of people that have followed The Fight for a while think that we have this mantra around here that if it's not 50% gross profit, I'm not doing the job. That's why context of what you're going through is really important. Like if you don't have a lot of leads coming in, you're in the batter's box trying to sell some stuff. Now, don't immediately go out and lower your prices because you're going to work the same at great value and you're going to have less money to show for it. That's stupid. But if it comes down to paying the mortgage, if it comes down to buying groceries for the family, making your truck payment, not going negative, then price your work, whatever you need to price it at to get work on the calendar, and then inch your way back up towards the higher profit margins. The other thing is if you don't have any work lined up, what should you do? This is a big one. You need to look at your marketing. Many of you are struggling with workflow because you refuse to commit to building your brand. So if you have no work on the calendar right now, my guess is it comes down to one of a couple things. Number one, your marketing sucks. Number two, you lack confidence in your sales process and your numbers, and you're showing up with desperation, and people think that they can bitch slap you around. in the sales process, and that sucks. Well, Tom, I hear you, man. I'm picking up what you're putting down. See how fly I am there, man? I'm so fly. A lot of guys watch this, a lot of contractors watch this, and they go, yeah, yeah, man, I'm going to 50%. Should I just jump to 50 right now, or should I inch my way up? Again, it depends on your current situation. You might have plenty of leads coming in right now. If you have more leads than you can get to and your sales process is rock solid, then by all means, go right to the 50 right now. Just make it happen. There's no better time than right now to do the things that need to be done. You can't deliver great experiences. You can't hire the top people in the field to produce the work if you don't know how to sell at a higher rate. That's how the world of business works. All right, listen, if you're sick and tired of working for scraps, stealing from your family, and not getting paid what you're worth, take time right now. Hit the link, thecontractorfight.com/5050. We have a free tool there to teach you how to sell your work, how to price your very next project to make at least a 50% gross profit. You guys rock. I got to roll. I'm out.